Most coaches, when emotions show up, want to fix them, make the sadness go away, calm the anger down, get back to the real work. But here's what I want you to consider. The emotion isn't the problem. The emotion is the information. And if you rush past it, you're missing the very thing that might unlock everything else. So here's the thing. Most of us were socialized to see strong emotions, especially the ones we call negative, as problems to solve. Someone's upset? Fix it. Someone's angry? Calm them down. We bring that same instinct into our coaching, and it backfires. Because in coaching, emotions aren't obstacles, they're material. They're data about what matters most to your client. When you try to make emotion go away, you're essentially saying, that thing you're feeling, it's not welcome here. And that's the opposite of safety. ICF puts it this way. Marker 4.05 says the coach acknowledges and supports the client's expression of feelings, perceptions, concerns, beliefs, and suggestions. Notice how broad that is. It's not just feelings, it's perceptions, how they see things, concerns, what worries them, beliefs, what they hold to be true, and suggestions, their own ideas about what might work. Your job is to create a space where all of this can be expressed, not managed, not redirected, expressed. We want to create this space where the client can feel safe and welcome to express feelings. Here's what safety actually means in this context. It means your client can express what they're feeling without having to manage your reaction. Think about that. If they sense you're uncomfortable with their emotion, if your body language tightens, if you start asking solution-focused questions too quickly, if you lean away even slightly, they will shut down immediately. They'll start managing you instead of processing their own experience. The space you create is as important as the questions you ask. Your ability to stay present with their experience determines how deep the coaching conversation can go. Let me tell you why this matters so much. Strong emotions signal what matters most. The bigger the feeling, the more important the underlying value or need. When you rush past emotion to get to solutions, you bypass the insight waiting underneath. I've seen it happen. A client starts to get frustrated, and the coach immediately asks, "So what do you want to do about that?" And something closes. The real concern, the one that would have emerged if they'd had space, stays hidden. Full acknowledgement requires time. Let the emotion be witnessed before you try to move anywhere. So what does this actually look like? First, wait and witness before problem solving. Resist the urge to fix. Your first job is to be present, not to generate solutions. Second, let someone be frustrated for 3 full minutes without interrupting, without redirecting, without softening. Just hold the space with your full attention. And here's what often happens. The real concern emerges after the emotion is acknowledged. Once the feeling is witnessed and validated, the deeper issue often surfaces naturally. You don't have to dig for it, you just have to wait for it. Let me name what coaches get wrong here. Jumping to problem-solving mode the moment emotions appear. When you immediately shift to, what can you do about this? You've just told your client their feelings aren't the priority. Asking solution-focused questions before acknowledging what's present. What's your next step before? That sounds really hard. And this one's subtle, communicating verbally or non-verbally that you want them to calm down. Your body language, your facial expressions, even the way you pause, all of it signals whether you can handle what they're bringing. The insight lives underneath the emotion. Your job is to create safety for the full expression, not to manage it away. So remember this, Strong emotions deserve space, not fixing. When you treat emotion as information rather than a problem to solve, you unlock deeper insights. And here's something I want you to sit with. How comfortable you are with their emotion determines how deep they will go. Your comfort level sets the ceiling for the conversation. If you can only handle surface level feelings, that's all you'll ever get. If you can be present for the full intensity, you create space for transformation. So emotions deserve space. But what about specific emotions that feel harder to hold? Let's start with anger.